I saw some writing, some note, working with the tabloids again. I saw some note that one very, very, very famous person wrote to his very, very, very famous wife, and it was in chicken scratch. I didn't understand it. It was illiterate. It was obvious that this husband had probably no education. Everything was misspelled and written horrendously, and I thought it was a joke. And when the tabloid gave it to me to assess, I said, "Is it? Are you kidding? Is this? Are you kidding?" It looked like it was written by a 5-year-old. But this is to let you know that most of these celebrities have people writing for them, podcasting for them, doing everything. So all they have to do, and this is what I learned in showbiz, all I wanted to do after a while was 3 words: just show up. That's all. However, I would work feverishly for every show preparation. Like Court TV, I had to read those cases,
Oh,
take interlinear notes,
yeah.
and talk about how I was going to respond with the lawyers talking about the case. But the work that we do behind the scenes is not evident. And when people say to me, "Oh, I would love to appear on shows like you," how do I do that? I could do that anytime. You don't know the homework that goes into that.
Yeah, yeah. We were talking about that yesterday a little bit on speaking, you and I mean,
Yeah.
how much people are getting paid less to speak, and you're still putting in the same amount of work for
Well,
a lot
see,
of it, even if you're doing it virtually, and people don't recognize how
that's
much that's in it.
that's another thing that I really wanted to talk about. We were going to talk about this on another one of our shows, and we never got to it. We touched the surface, but not really well.
Okay.
Um, One of the things, and this is note to hirers of speakers, note to HR people who hire us to speak. When you come to us and ask us to deliver some dynamite speech, and it has to be dynamite these days because everybody has the attention span of a flea. It's just like
Yeah.
a windshield wiper. It goes bing, bing, they're out of there. They've had
Uh-huh.
enough. They don't want to hear anymore.
Uh-huh.
So it has to be a dynamite delivery. That's where, of course, my book, Amplify Your Media Presence, Amplify Your Brand, comes in. But that's the delivery. I'm talking about the preparation. And when somebody says, well, it will only be online. So it will only be virtual. So what does that mean for us? We still have to do hair and makeup, which is a pain because you and I would much rather, let me turn this off. You and I would much rather go hiking with no makeup than appear on makeup with makeup and hair and
Yeah.
be, picture perfect every day. But you still have to do that. But the preparation is the same. You still have to create content that is riveting enough to capture who is watching you.
Right, right. Well, I mean, you're gonna not have to travel as much. They don't have to pay the travel expenses. There's some,
So they're
reduction in
saving.
that.
Okay, well, that's a good excuse. They're saving so much money on travel, they
Right,
might
right,
put it in
right.
our pockets as speakers.
Yeah, I get a lot of people. Like we were talking about this last night on our call. That I get a lot of people who will contact me through certain speaker websites and different things, and it's always interesting to me. They kind of give you this quick, like, how much do you charge for an hour to do this kind of quick thing, but
Yeah,
they don't tell you if it's virtual. They don't tell you if you're traveling. They don't tell you the group. You don't know what you're even talking about. I mean, they give you so little information. So if you're looking to hire somebody to speak, just be as open as possible of
and
what you
specific.
have. If you aren't planning on paying for it and you're thinking you're trying to get something for free, say that right off the bat because that's something that a lot of speakers won't even consider, and they need to know that. You need to say, well, we can work within a certain budget, but we'd like to know, at least that this is something that's not just a free thing. Because unfortunately, there's a lot of people. who are going to speakers who this is how they make their living, and asking them to do it for free. I mean, you wouldn't do that to any other industry ever, and it's happening like crazy in this one.
I always said that just because we speak amongst ourselves doesn't mean that we speak in public to deliver something for you for nothing. I may speak to Diane on the phone every single night and laugh and joke and have a good time, but that doesn't mean that's my personal time. And then I have to deliver something to a more professional group, and I have to prepare for that. Every single time anybody has seen me on TV, and I know a lot of our audience has, every single time, it's not just I woke up and I chose to deliver a commentary on some television show. It's I have given a lot of thought as to the problems and the solutions that have to be delivered, and have to be delivered within 3 to 5. 5 is really stretching it. 3 minutes, about 3 to 4 minutes maybe, on a TV show. And I have to work on that. This doesn't come because I can just talk to you for 3 hours on the phone and we go, oh my God, we've been on the phone for 3 hours. That's different. But when you have to put it into a concentrated space of time, you have to really prepare for that.